Hi guys, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm here just to let you know that I really appreciate all your hard work and how responsible have you been. Keep it like that, guys. Now I'm going to try to explain you what is a pedigree chart because I noticed that a lot of you are having some issues or problems solving the worksheet. So I'm going to try to explain you worksheet pedigree chart, critical thinking, page 23. First, we need to know what is a pedigree chart. So a pedigree chart is going to be this diagram that shows the appearance of phenotypes of a particular gene from one generation to next generation and to next generation. We are going to notice that we are going to have some specific figures that we are going to use to represent our diagram. The first thing that we need to know that always a square is going to represent a male and a circle is going to represent a female. And my Roman numerals are going to represent my first generation, my first generation, my second generation, and my third generation, and so on. Even though you have here a key. The key is letting me know again, the circle is female, the square is the male. And now, because this pedigree chart says pedigree chart for albinism, and albinism is going to be shown like this. Uppercase A, normal gene. Lowercase a, albinism gene. Now that we have this information, we are going to be able to interpret our diagram and answer the following questions. So number one, can a person with albinism have more than one genotype? Explain your answer. We already know in our key that albinism gene is going to be represented as lowercase a. That means that the only genotypes that represent the disorders or shows the disorder is lowercase a, lowercase a. Why? Because if I have, this is an homozygous recessive. If I have an heterozygous, that means that they are going to have normal genes. And obviously, almost dominant homozygous, they are not also going to show, they are only going to have normal genes too. Number two, what are the phenotypes of the second generation of this family? The phenotypes, remember, are going to be like the visible traits. Are going to be my second generation someone going to represent the trait? Let's see. My second generation is going to be my second row. Number 1, 2, 1 doesn't show the disorder. 2, 2 doesn't show the disorder. 2, 3 doesn't show the disorder. Neither 4, neither 5. The only one that shows the disorder is my person 2, 6. Number 3. Now it says, suppose that individual 2, 3 married a male who has homozygous dominant for this trait. Is it likely that any of their offspring will show the disorder? What are they asking me here? Here they're letting me know that the person of the second generation, number 3, is going to reproduce with a male that is dominant. Are their offspring going to show the disorder? No. A big no. Why? Because she's going to reproduce with a person that has normal genes. That means that their offsprings are going to have normal genes too. Number 4, identify the members of the third generation who shows albinism. What caused this phenomenon? Now, let's go to the third generation. I can notice that on my third generation, half doesn't show the disorder and half shows the disorder. But I can tell because of their parents. I notice that person 2-5 and person 2-6 are going to be the parents, and I can already know that I'm going to have half-half. Why? Using also a Punnett square. If I have a male that is AA and a female heterozygous, that means that when they reproduce, I'm going to have half of them. My ratio is going to be 2 out of 2. Half of 50% are going to show the disorder, and the other 50% are going to be normal genes. And now for question number 5, what genotype will the spouse of individual 3-3 have to be to ensure that none of their offspring will exhibit albinism? So I go to the person 3-3. If I have this person, this male, and he doesn't want their children to have albinism, so he needs to reproduce with a girl that must be homozygous dominant. That's the only option for their children. Be safe and don't show the disorder. So I hope this video helped, and please, if you have any doubt, please ask. And again, thank you for everything. Thank you for your hard work. I send my hugs, and stay home, be safe, and have a nice week, guys. Bye.